Yo, what's up, Rick? What's cracking, my dude? It's been a minute, man. Glad to finally finally glad to be. I'm glad I'm live again. It was a rough there for a little bit, but we're back. Got some more jump start to get through, which will be fun. Mo money, mo money. How you doing, ma'am? Yo, Tuscan Trader. Love the name. Dropping by to say hi. What's up, Posey? Hello. Hope you're having a good night, dude. Hope everybody is having a fantastic night. We're not going to waste any time. We got 18 more of these suckers to crack open, so we're going to get to it. Still at work? Lame. Tell them you don't want to work anymore. Jonas, what's up, Jonas? Watching kids solo, so can't hang along. No problem, man. Appreciate you coming by to say hi. Kiddos are more important, so I don't blame you. Hot as hell over here in Texas. Yeah, dude. I think with the heat index right now in Florida, at least where I'm at, it's like 110, 105. It's not fun. I honestly don't know if I want to live anywhere else, though, so it is what it is. We were going to zoom in, but we're going to zoom out. Get more of this in here. Three packs and we got 3 red decks. That's weird. What's up, Brooks? What's going on, Big Daddy? 101 here? Yeah, I mean, it's freaking miserable, dude. Surprise! Surprise, mother! You know that meme? Oh man. So what's everyone been up to, man? It's been like a week since I've been live, so it's gonna be back. Fill me in on what you guys have been doing. I'm in the armpit of Texas. Do they really refer to it as the armpit? I've never heard that before. That's pretty cool. Perpetually 85 thunderstorms. The guy with Frozen in his name comes in saying that it's 62 here. Go figure. What's up, Frozen? Picked up a cool vintage collection yesterday. Nice. How much did you spend on it? And have you gotten a chance to go through it yet? Were you able to get anything decent? Man, this first box has not been kind to us here. Been slacking, haven't been doing no ABLs or anything. You gotta at least be doing that, man. Gotta be at least be doing that. How's it going? Well, there was that little blip where my body attacked my mouth, but we're over that now. I was trying to go live yesterday and the day before, but even just the videos I made, it was like still really painful to talk. So I was like, I'll just give it an extra day. We'll give it an extra day. I'm doing a video tomorrow about summer. Have you guys been feeling any summer slowdown woes? Because I usually don't pay attention to it, but the last week or two, I have known a significant, despite the eBay sales being good, I've noticed a significant, I've noticed it. Let's just put it that way. Love It Hunter, some Power Keepers, Reverse Hollows, and other sets around that time. Dude, Power Keepers is pretty hard to beat. Yeah, I went to work. So last week, Wednesday. So like for a month now, I've had this like consistent headache, and I'm not really sure where it was coming from because I don't really get headaches. And then my mouth started hurting really bad, and ended up being like one of my molars I never had taken out was like completely infected and broken, and I just didn't know. So then Thursday, I tried to make it through Thursday, and it was still like miserable. So then Friday, I called out, got it pulled. I'll tell you what, and this is this has nothing to do with you guys, but you take 1 or 2 days off of YouTube, and boy, does that sure do. It sure does kill your momentum, I'll tell you that. But it is what it is. It's slow out here, yeah. Yeah, it's I never really pay attention to it too much year to year, but it's definitely pretty noticeable this time around. Yo, what's up, Reformed? Oh, are you about to open some stuff? Round 2 of Foundations Jumpstart. I will continue to open this in perpetuity until I can't anymore. I actually got a TCG Player update coming out tomorrow too. Pretty good conditions too. That's what we like to hear. Anything gradable? Probably not. I would assume not, but. It's a little more risky, but Stomping Grounds just put Modern Horizons 3 out for $255 a box. The EV on that was like $360, but the plus or minus was like $60. So there's a little more of a chance there to, you know, get hosed, but ultimately you should still be able to do something. I sell my prices pretty elevated for Mayhem, and it's just a few sales a day, not in a huge hurry to move stuff. So yeah. It's likewise, man. It's times like these where if you stay consistent and just keep building the inventory, whenever it stops being silly, you'll be there with all the cards. Picked up a lot of Lorcana. I'm swamped sending them out. Do you have luck with Lorcana? Because I never really put a whole lot of effort into it, but seems very. It feels like it's top heavy, very top heavy. Yo, what's up, Retro Mike? Reformed, you should join in and open Chaos Rising and send me all the great ninjas. That sounds good. I like that. Count me in. I'll take a great ninja too. I'm tempted to open all my Ascended Heroes packs from my 3 EX boxes. It's definitely all or nothing, because if you open one in brick, then you know the hits are going to be in the other packs. So, and then if you do hit, you know there's going to be more hits if you don't open the other packs. So, it's all or nothing, man. Yo, what's up, robot? Dios. Is that Spanish for God? God's cards? Anyway, I miss you too, man. It was a rough couple days there, but we made it through. Glad to see you. I did get a good deal on it from Costco, dare I gamble, in tonight's video for tomorrow. I mean, if you're already halfway there to gambling, I think the writing's already on the wall, my friend. I know once my mind gets to that point, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Yeah, what's up, Carl? Oh, man, I think I missed you up there a little bit ago. What's up, dude? Yeah, you too, man. It's, sometimes you just gotta take a break and let your body do its thing. I just got in a nice little Chaos Rising booster bundle. I still need to list it. Nice. Oh. I just started learning Spanish, and I just learned, what is it? Dio. No, wait, maybe it's Bendigo. I don't know. I just learned how to say God bless you, and now I forgot. But then I thought I saw that word, and I was like, that might be the same. Dude, haha, I must pump the brakes. No, no. We're here to encourage you to do bad things. I'll make some sort of decision in tonight's video about it for tomorrow. I'm like wondering why it's not open right now, man. Managed snacks and prismatic at Target. Tempted to rip, but they were supposed to be for a seal collection. Listen, if it was Ascended, I would say rip it, but prismatic, it's just so top heavy, I'd keep it. Phantom has Rob in his live right now. Dude, that's awesome. I'll probably end up watching it later when I'm sorting stuff. I'm Puerto Rican, but I don't speak Spanish. Well, it's a different kind of Spanish too, right? Yeah, it's definitely a different kind of Spanish. You should definitely follow his advice. I agree, dude. Rob needs to hurry up and make another video. He's hitting that month mark where he needs to like put something out, man. That's like his MO. I've seen you pull some frogs that are nice. Have you opened any of it at all? Either of you, Mike or Reformed? I only opened one box. I was able to get the Furoki, and then I got the full art Greninja EX, which was cool. That's about it. More boxes. You've seen nothing. Maybe that should be your next series, Retro. Instead of a TCG player versus eBay, you just like what set is better to open a case of, Chaos Rising or whatever, and then you just bust the case of packs straight. That seems not irresponsible at all, and I would highly recommend it. Just your daughter opens packs, and then she goes, "What's this?" And then she just like hurls the Greninja across the room. Yo, how are you? What's up, Carlos? What's going on, dude? Good, how are you? About 5 booster boxes of Star Wars Unlimited Twilight of the Republic for 30 each. I don't know much about Star Wars Unlimited. I know people were pretty happy about the game when it first came out, but the company's weird. But at $30, it seems hard to not be able to do something with that. Did you mention where you get these? Stomping Grounds. Stomping Grounds. I mean, I go through, so I have a Gold Wizard account with Kitchen Table Gaming, and I'm a Patreon of RNG Games, so sometimes they'll throw up deals on there, but they're like $83 on Stomping Grounds right now, and I'm getting them for like $81 through Louis, so it's not too much of a difference, but there's meat on the bone, guys. $30. Man, what I would do to get magic boxes for $30, break these suckers open. 2 SIR Greninja, 1 MHR Greninja, and a Floa SIR 40 packs. You open that? Brother, that's a little ridiculous. That is a little silly. Wow. How about Retro does a video on how he does black magic to get all of his hits? I'm down for some black magic. Retro, have you thought about starting a Patreon or something and pimping out your pack opening services? You know, be like PSA but for opening cards. Damn, we're not getting we are not getting like any landfall decks. It's very sad. A lot of elves decks though, which is really not that bad. But could definitely be better. Thought about doing a case opening of a new Yu-Gi-Oh sets or maybe some older ones. You know, I can't remember. I think it might have been Skies or someone else. Is Yu-Gi-Oh worth opening? I mean, I'm sure anything is if it's low enough, but like Yu-Gi-Oh scares me. Like, is it still heavily played? Is it still super viable? I did a mass opening of Doom of Dimension and Duelist Advance pretty successfully. Interesting. So I know you can get boxes for pretty low. Made money on the hits and now just sitting on like 5K commons that will never move. Could you do like just a lot? Like just throw all 5K them in like a flat rate box and just say, here, $50 for it all? Okay, retro. That scares me even more. It also makes me wonder if spending the time to go through all the bulk that I have is even worth it. I mean, it probably is, but I don't know. I sell Speed Duel cards every day. Thinking about doing a case of one of those sets. What is Speed Duel an actual set, or is it like a subset of a set? I'm wondering if I post all the commons and uncommons too, or not worry about it. I mean, if you think the value's there, I mean, why not? But I mean, it sounds like it might not be. But if it is, I mean, who knows? Maybe just list some of it. See how it goes. Like, instead of all 5K, just do like one row. You know, something like that. I gotta go check if my AC is on real quick. 1 second. Me and my basketball shorts. I sold some of the commons for 50 cents to $1.50 pretty successfully. Yeah, I mean, I don't like. What do you just sell online? Like, is it the type of stuff that you can make like, you know, 50 card, 100 card lots out of? Like, I don't know how much people buy lots of Yu-Gi-Oh. A format. Speed Duel's a format within Yu-Gi-Oh. There are starter decks and boosters, sets, theme. Oh, that sounds a lot like Jumpstart. Like theme decks for getting started. See, this like Yu-Gi-Oh has me worried, but this $30 for a box has me. I mean, is Yu-Gi-Oh like any other game where like there's like one big hit per box or something like that, or no? Speed Duel cards have a Speed Duel stamp on them. They can be used in Yu-Gi-Oh format and any more Yu-Gi-Oh format, but non-stamped cards can't be used in Speed Duel formats. Interesting. TCG exclusively for me right now, but should probably list lots on eBay. It might not be a bad idea, dude. Lemus Card Craze. I think he does a whole crap ton of Yu-Gi-Oh. And says he has a lot of good success with it. I don't know what all, you know, what all he lists, like how picky he is with what he lists, but. Big hits are generally 2 to 3 per case, or 1 in every 3 boxes. Are there 6 boxes in a case? And then at that point, if there's 6 boxes in a case, that's $180. Are the big hits enough to where it makes up for the 180, or is it like very You know what I mean? Like Pokemon, basically, where you have a bunch of SIRs, but there's only one SIR that's really like the big hitter. $12. I was open to the idea. I'm starting to be less and less open. What about Magic commons and uncommons? Magic has so much playable crap, it's not even funny. I mean, there's definitely a lot of stuff that's not played, and I should be making lots out of them. I just don't have, it's not a priority for me, so I'm just kind of listing it all right now, but it'd be easier if I had some kind of sorter that could make lots for me, but I also don't have like a big mix of sets. I have like Foundations Jumpstart, and then you know, that's it. Foundation Jumpstart, a couple other sets I've done small openings with. Duo, you sell? Yeah, I sell them there too. Yep. The weird thing is because like the way the direct floor is now with being 40 cents, some of the like 15 to 25 cent cards that are bumped up to a 40 cent floor, they're a little slower moving, but they'll still go. You just have to keep at it. Howdy. What's up, Joe Little? What's up, dude? Hope you're having a good night. Welcome to the stream. Opening some more. Now these landfall decks are starting to pick up. Probably seen 3 or 4 by now. That's what we want to see. Hey, fam. Yo, what's up, Tubbs? What's going on, Daryl? I haven't seen you at the shop in a while. You been doing good? Last couple of times I've gone up there to chat, it's just been Jay. Did you get any Commander decks when Micro Center had their sale? I did not. I honestly haven't been too plugged in with like sales otherwise, other places, because I don't have too much money. Well, I'm not trying to spread myself too thin, but I need to be I need to be more out there and get in some more channels that have some more links to places. What'd you pick up? I mean, did you pick up anything in that sale yourself? Tough couple of days at work, ready to just hang out? Yeah, man, that's what's up. Yeah, I stay in my office. Where is your office? Josh took the MTG collection live, so I've been shipping nonstop for 3 weeks now. Yeah. Yeah, he showed me you guys did in 1 week like 25K or something ridiculous. I mean, I'm glad he did it. The second from the back door. I'll make sure I come in there and bother you next time. Joe, I feel the work thing, bud. Every day I go is a reminder that I never want to be there again. I'm not there Saturday through Monday. Are you full-time? Like, do you work 10 hours, or is it just like part-time, like 15, 20? Both Lauren decks and the best EV Strixhaven deck. Lauren was $20, Strixhaven was $40. That's what's up. About 32. That's a solid chunk. That's a solid chunk. Yo, what's up, Briarwood? Thanks for the, is that YouTube? Jules? Thanks, dude. Briarwood is the man. Hope you're having a good night, dude. Thanks again for the support there, bud. Oh, I like my job. It's just some days it pours with stuff to do. Gotcha. Well, still, you can like your job and it still be a rough. Are you cracking these for pre-sales? No. This is it's Jumpstart. It's been out for a couple years. It's just it's got one of the few products that have a positive EV at all, and it just so happens to be the best one right now. So, but we're getting into a habit of being able to do an opening like every other week, and we're hoping to get to the point where we're doing it every week soon. You know, it'll be about $300 to $500 on average, with there being lots of room to be more every week. So, do I still fidget with pack wrappers? I have 3 empty ETBs worth of pack wrappers, Daryl. I have 2 boxes of this set, and I'm reluctantly holding on to them. It's not a bad decision. I mean, I think even Rudy talked about it in another video of his a couple weeks back, how like Jumpstart and one other set are very underappreciated, underrated. You know. Want to get one where my capital is extremely low? I feel that pain, man. Just remember that there's always going to be deals out there, so take advantage of what you can while you can, but you know, toe that line of risk and reward as well as you can. No, these pack wrappers are garbage. No. These are not good. Blue. Yeah, so Jumpstart is stupid in that it's wrapped in a pack, and then that pack is wrapped in a pack. Pretty much every Jumpstart set has done that. Because the whole point is like you're supposed to be able to take 2 decks together and then just shuffle them together and play. And it's a double-edged sword, because there's a lot of people that when it comes to openings, they don't want to do foundations because it's extra work opening up all the packs, but foundations is usually really, really good. Everything about selling cubes on eBay, just a thought I would like to do. What kind of cubes? So they stole our idea of pack wars, essentially. Pretty much. I miss those old pack wars, man. The best part about pack wars is nobody ever opened anything good, so you almost never actually lost anything. Are you still listing everything since you went over to eBay? Frozen, I'm still thinking about it. I've got like 3-5 rows of older, like, you know, like light play to heavy play, Sun and Moon and older cards that I'm working my way through. I got like a 5 row or 2 of like a bunch of Cosmos and like random stuff like that. So I'm not really worried about the listing everything part until I get through all of that. More than likely, I will be listing everything as far as Pokemon goes on eBay. I'll probably still do that. And then Magic, I'm going to be focusing all on TCG Player for now, with the exception of like bulk rares. The more and more I keep doing eBay, the more and more I feel like you can get away with listing some really low value stuff and having some luck with it. Could be wrong. Worst case scenario, we do it and it doesn't work, and I just delist it and I tank my eBay algo for a little bit. But did you say in the video that you sell Pokemon on eBay? And yes, I am trying. So Magic, I will be selling on eBay, but it's going to be all the bulk rares, all the like not highly playable stuff. Like Jumpstart, there's so many bulk rares that I don't want to just like blow them out for 20 cents. So I'll either make rare lots or I'll just put them on for like my floor price and just let them hang out. Joe, I actually am in the middle of talking with Card Uploader to get not only a affiliate code, but they were telling me they're trying to work out a number to give me to do that very thing. So I'll probably be having one sometime soon. I've been thinking about switching to eBay, but the scanner is a high barrier. It is, but I wouldn't let that barrier stop you, dude. I would say at least like start just doing like 5 cards a day, or if you have a day off during the week, like do like 20 or 30 manual listings. Just schedule them out through the week just to get the ball rolling. And like with Magic, a lot of times with Magic, you can just use stock images if it's near mint. So like you don't even have to have a thing for a lot of that reason. But I wouldn't let, and this is from like experience, there's a lot of things I didn't do because I didn't think I had enough stuff. You have the ability to do it now, and I don't mean this in a rude way, but it seems like you might be seeing me and others do it with scanners, so you don't want to do it the other way potentially, because obviously it's not as smooth, it's a little rougher. But I would strongly suggest doing it the hard way for a little bit just to get a hang of it. And then that way, when you do have a scanner and you do have other stuff, you'll know how to do it the hard way in case the easy way fails. Yeah, I mean, when I first started, I used my phone. I just took a bunch of pictures, and you can even upload your phone pictures to Card Uploader. You might have to do a little more reselecting, but they allow that, so. Yeah. Like I said, it's not going to be, it may not be as optimal as you want it to be, but I'm telling you that'll work, and that's going to probably be better than most of the pictures that, plebs are using at the beginning, so. Yeah, I don't see why that would be a problem. It is a bay. Yeah, so Adrian, I don't know what your situation is money-wise, but if it's something that you plan on doing seriously, I wouldn't look at it as an expense that you don't want to pay. I would look at it as like an investment into yourself. So as much as it is fun to like open packs and like get all that, other stuff, and like at some point it's going to be worth it to just break down, get it, and then, the money you're going to lose in buying something like a Fujitsu or other stuff up front pales in comparison to how much you're going to be able to make once you have it, and how much work you're going to get done once you have it. So I wouldn't let it be too big of a barrier, Yo, what's up, Teal? I remember those stories. You know how many cards I listed on the toilet when I was first starting out? Yep. Just take pictures, get a pop a squat for 5 or 10 minutes, get some listings done. There's time to do them. May not be the time that you want to be spending, but there is time. Are we still on for tonight, Teal? Have you heard from Rob? You talked me out of the Aether Drift, Commander. Stomping just put Modern Horizons 3 back on, so I think not next week, but the week after, if it's still there, I'm gonna try to get a big chunk of it. Good morning. What's up, Mups? Good morning to you too. I don't have it now, but I do have a Discord live finally, and I'll have it in the description of my future videos. So if anyone wants to come hang out, still getting off the ground, you know, just a small little group of people right now. So there's not too much going on, but come in, Top Shock, hang out, all of the above. A lot of dinosaurs decks. Red. If you haven't done so, and you wouldn't be so, if you would be so kind to like the stream if you're enjoying hanging out, goes a lot to help. Appreciate you in advance. Mups, what are we doing, man? How have you been? What do you got going on tonight? Man down. Green. On the listing grind, that's what I like to hear, dude. What are you listing? Thanks, man. I'm trying to get started and just trying to figure out all the logistics, and you've been lots of help. I'm glad, man. I'm glad. Definitely, I still got a lot to learn myself, but iron sharpens iron, or however the saying goes. Appreciate you being around, dude. You are the best. It is hard to navigate sometimes, but it's worth it. If you're in it to win it, it can be worth it. You should do a podcast. I can listen while driving around for work. Well, I mean, technically that's what my Sunday morning conversation is. I never thought about it about a podcast, but YouTube actually calls it a podcast, so I guess it's a podcast. I have another one that I do with some buddies of mine, but it's like, you know, not you know, it's just like a side thing, but it's still fun to do. But we've talked to Rob, and we've talked to Mason, and we've talked to Nostalgianomics and Pokey&E, a couple other buddies like Teal Gaming in the chat. We talked to a lot of people. Assuming you don't know about it, which I would have to assume that you don't, because I'm nobody. I'm a nobody. I feel like these chaos decks are like literally one per case, and they're crap. They have no reason being one per case because there's nothing good in them. I think there's the elf maybe, and that's it. I'm listing MTG stuff from collections, lots of goodies. How the Jumpstart grind going? Good, man. We basically got our money back. Are very close to our money back, so I pulled the trigger on buying more. Once that payment clears, I'll pay off this PayPal I'm paying for. Do another 18 or 20. I'm trying to get to the point where I'm doing this every week. Whether it's Jumpstart or not, I want to be doing an opening every week. Build that inventory. Have it doing, you know, alongside other stuff. All right, we got 4 more to go. 8 more to go. You do know, but you watched them before the work week. Ah. Well, I appreciate you. I hope you find them somewhat useful. Sometimes it's a little... Oh yeah, Violent Outburst. Yes, yes, yes. I forgot about that. I retract my previous statement. It's not like I just opened 20 boxes of this. I should know. When I first got back into playing Modern, that was my deck. I loved playing Living End. It was like popular enough that people knew what it was, but it was not popular enough to know where everybody was like expecting it at big tournaments. So it was like a really nice mix of like cheesing wins but like being competitive against like the big decks of the format at the time. Yeah, I'd say the biggest problem right now is there's so many cards that are at like 26 cents, 24 cents, 20 cents, and they're marked up to 40 for direct. So it'll be slower moving, but like if I can get 80, 70% of my money back within 2 weeks, sign me up. Riftbound, what the what's up, dude? What's up, Josh? I heard Riftbound's popping off, man. I haven't gotten any hold of it. Is that the foundation stuff you got? This is round 2. This is the second round. I forgot to tell you, but yeah, we did probably, once I had it live last weekend, we did like, I don't know, 1,400, 1,500 in sales after fees. Pretty much paid for the whole thing, and now the rest just sits there and makes money over time. You should do it. You should do it with your 25K you just made off of all that crap. Daryl was in here earlier. He was saying you should do it too. Boom. Love me some Jumpstart. It's like I have not seen as many landfall decks as the last opening, but I've seen like twice as many elf decks, which every elf deck I say that and then like bam, there's 2 right away. I say but like every elf deck has like that $9-10 elf guy, so it's like worst things have happened. White, blue. How'd the store go today, dude? Listing. So anyway, Mup, sorry, I got sidetracked. What kind of goodies are we talking about? We talking like some retro border fetch lands? We talking like some, you know, spicy Lord of the Rings, whatever this special type of foil is called. I can't think of the word. Can't say that you're like going through spice and not share. Lisa has to Noah. Nefarious. Blue. TMNT have been moving for me lately. That's good to hear. I wish I got to open some of that stuff, man. It wasn't worth opening for me at the time because of like what I would have to pay for it. But just as a you know, growing up watching like the original cartoon, like some of the art, some of the cards look pretty sick. I know a lot of people don't like them, but like the swords, like the pizza cutter swords, are pretty cool. They're silly and they're not necessarily magic in my opinion, but they still look pretty cool. Nothing too crazy. Some showcase scroll foils, few secret layer bits in there. They're nice. I might be dumb, but I have not been able to figure out secret layer. Every time I go to sign in to the thing that you have to do to be able to be online, it keeps booting me out. I don't know why. And I don't know why. Yo, what's up, Shiny? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having an excellent night. Rip. I do have one of the gold Leonardo Sewer Samurais on my eBay. That's what's up, dude. Okay, this is gonna tell me a lot about everybody. Who is your favorite turtle? Mine, Raphael, hands down. I know like Michelangelo tends to be a lot, but I would probably say if I had to rank them, like I would say Raphael, Donatello, Leonardo. Michelangelo is like my least favorite. Yeah. I mean, even Spider-Man, dude. Spider-Man they have some sick looking cards. It's just, when I'm playing Magic, I don't want to see a bagel and schmear. I don't want to see, you know, a bagel and lox. I want some like alien food or something. Just finished packing orders, about to start cooking supper. Nice. What are we having? Raphael all the way. That's what's up. Leo. Solid choice. Dude, the old school movie, the original one, even watching it now, like I never really realized, I guess, like how dark that thing gets for a movie based. Like I know, like it has a graphic novel history, but there's definitely some pretty crazy, serious, heavy content in that thing. Giddy up. Excellent movie though. Second one, not so much, but still good. attempting crunch wraps? I can't imagine it's that hard. Fund. Oh, Donatello. Yes. Yes. I like it. You know, you guys ever hear the theory about like the weapons? I just learned about this the other day and I was kind of blown away how like the theory is that Splinter gave them all weapons that were counter to like how they are or what their how their brain works. Like Donatello is so smart that he can do anything, so he just gives them a stick. Like crazy. Raphael is like completely aggro, so he gets the size, which is like mainly a defensive weapon. Like little lore stuff like that when it comes to anything is pretty cool. Burial caskets? Like Kiss? That's pretty cool. I would be... Sign me up for a burial casket with like April O'Neil on the front. I'm getting buried in Raphael's casket. I love it. Let me know if I can help you do that. Not right now, when the time comes. Did you see T-Spare going to start listing Cookie Run? No. Are you serious? Wow. Cookie Run. There's a lot of people at my my local store that like it. Now, as always, a girl growing up, I always liked Donatello because he had the purple mask. Hey. Every reason's valid. Goofy. Goofy maybe. But not really, because like, you know, Raphael was like hot-headed as all heck, and that's, you know, that's all boys are, just these aggro, especially once they start hitting puberty and they're just like all over the place, rage-bound and horned up. Rage-bound and horned up. That sounds like it could be a nice little sitcom title. Or like the name of a hit song on a album. I watch TMNT one every weekend. It's not a bad go-to have on in the background. Did you guys like the newer ones? I know a lot of people hate on them because it's Michael Bay. They're not the best movies, but when I watched the first remake, I thought to myself, like, I lost myself in it because it is exactly what I would have imagined wanting to see when I was like 9. Why do they wear masks though? To tell each other apart. If they didn't have masks, you wouldn't know which one's which. That's my theory. They've printed them for a little bit now, Shiny. I don't know how long it's been in print, but I've seen boxes open a couple times at my store. Every time I go in there to buy Pokemon for myself or for like a little bit of bulk, I'd be like, hey, you want to throw in some Cookie Run bulk, please? And he hasn't yet. I haven't worn him down enough, but I'd give it a shot. Near to Wells. We like to see it. All my Riv tithe extractors, even though I had half of them, That's the thing. I made my money back pretty much, and I haven't even sold like all my Scythe Cat clubs. I think I still have like 9 of them of the 11 that we got. Oh, it's not to disguise their identity. I understand. No, yeah. Why would you? It's like, I mean, I'm not going to be sniffing a turtle's ass to find out its information. I'd much rather just see a mask and be like, oh, you're purple, so you're, or like when people have triplets and they can't tell their triplet daughters apart or sons apart, and they like put a dot on them or something. I liken it to something like that. I really don't want to get another trash bag. We're definitely going to try to keep this. Yeah, I know. I don't have... What's up, 8-Bit? I don't have too many people watching over on Twitch, so I kind of just ignore them. But, anyone who says that bots aren't an issue on Twitch don't know what they're talking about. Landfall. All right, we're almost at the end of these boxes. We have 4 more to go, and then we get to start alphabetizing. Man down. Where you go? You guys ever do stuff and you do it for literally like 8,000 times in a row and then something go wrong and it be so unique that it's like, how in the world did that happen? And not only how did it happen, but how did it happen that way after doing it so many times and never having an issue? Have you guys ever run into that before? Because it's like, when that pack went off the table, it literally flew way farther than it should have. And the entire time I'm like, okay, that makes no sense, but fine. I got a weird one for y'all. Anyone send cards to Guam? Yeah. I might be getting it confused with Puerto Rico, but I want to say Guam is a U.S. territory. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Guam is a U.S. territory. So, it doesn't happen often, but between them and Puerto Rico or whatever the other one is, yeah. Yep. It is, but it was a new one for me. Well, glad you got the sale, dude. That's all that matters. People in Guam have heard your name. They said, who is this guy? I don't know, but he seems like he does stuff with cards. Bam. They got lost in transit on the way to Guam or just in general? I love you, Bronze. I love you too, guys. What's up, man? What's up? Glad to be back. Glad to see you. New PFP? I should know what that is, but I don't. Fill me in. Also, hope you've been all right. Hope your night's going well. Feel free to fill me in on what you're doing. I'd love to hear. Red. Oh, is that white? That's white. Oh, I said a lot of cars. Yeah. Prolific pick. Got it. Oh, absolutely, Teal. I see that sucker. I almost make a personalized trip. It gets a one-way ticket. I'll take an extra trip. All right, last four. Working on making ads for my small brick and mortar store I'm launching in my dad's business? Dude, that's what's up, man. Did you ever mention that before? I feel like I would have remembered that. What is your dad's business? Dude, that's awesome. What is your store going to be called? And does it have to do with trading cards? I'm assuming that it is, but it could always be something else. Prisons can wait. Oh, they got all the time. Yeah. Could you imagine running like an RCQ or a Grand Prix qualifier or something in prison? A couple thousand people playing top tier decks. That'd be sick. No, I haven't been super public. Okay. I was about to feel really bad that I didn't remember. Yeah, don't say bricks and mini. Listen, all I gotta say is if we see a video that says I'm trying to get back $200,000 worth of Magic the Gathering singles, that's probably not a good sign for you. He has a self-storage business and resale items we find in there. I have a few cases in the office space there. Nice. So does that mean that you're gonna use like one of those? Is it an office space that's already tied to something else, or is it gonna be your own dedicated space? Like, how does that work? That story is insane. Yes, it is very insane. And it's even more insane that they basically, I mean, I'm sure you've been paying attention to it, but the last I heard is that Ben has basically been sworn to silence because he was, I guess the Bricks and Minifigs people said that like he called in bomb threats and like all this completely untrue nonsense. Like, I don't understand how you can get away with that. That's a lot. That's crazy. Sell cards, video games, binders, and other collectible related items. How big of an inventory do you have? Do you have like a decent stock? Have you been saving up? Like, how much time you got? I mean, and I don't want to be digging too deep if you don't want to talk about it. But I'm like genuinely excited for you, man. That's what's up. God, I can't wait. If I'm able to go down to 32 hours at the end of the year, I'm going to try to get in with a local flea market and try to do that Friday, Saturday, Sunday. treat that as they have these like little indoor units where the rent is like $300, $400 a month, and like do that. That would be sick. And they have like a couple different around the state. Like there's one that's like 20 or 30 minutes away from me, and then there's one that's like 45, 50 minutes away from me. But if I was able to get a regular spot, 1000% I'd go for it. I could do all my work there. Boom. So we've got 18 boxes. We've gotten 3 chaos decks, which is right on point for 1 a case. It'd be nice to eke out a 4th just so we have a play set of the violent outbursts. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I have like a grand or more in illustration rares, some vintage Vs, VMAXs, and some other stuff. A small amount of magic hits and Lorcana hits. That's a lot more than most people have when they start off. I'm sure you'll do great. You gotta start making content so you can chronicle the journey. Do it. The 2 stores in town here for Rump, Nevada have less single cards than I do. If you combine them, oh my God. Get set up, be better than them, and then when they go out of business, buy all their stuff. Hey, don't hate the player. Don't hate the player. I do need to. I made some posts on Instagram. I don't know if it ever follows you back, but I will. I have to remind myself. I would love to see how that goes for you. Yeah, man, you don't have to go crazy with it at the beginning. Just putting it out there is the most important. Then you figure out all the little stuff as you go. Dude, I'm so happy for you, man. That's this whole time you've had that to your chest, and I did not know. That is fantastic. I need to be able to find more inventory. Not much around close to me. What type of inventory? What type of inventory are you trying to find? Honestly, like, I don't know how. I forget how much magic and stuff you do. But like when you have a hard time finding inventory, that's where doing like a small opening or a medium-sized opening like this with magic might help. Because even if you break even, or even if you put in a lot of work and you only make like $100 or $200, I mean, it's better than doing nothing. And then you're like slowly building and getting extra stuff to bulk out. I mean, it's, you know. They have a big indoor flea market in Cape Coral, Fort Myers. I think that's a little too far for me. Cause I think the one I'm thinking of is in like Sanford, Ocala area, which is like an hour away from me. I think Fort Myers might be like 2 hours. Oh, 3 hours. Never mind. Yeah. But it would have to be. What did I just do? It would have to be an indoor one with an indoor unit, because I'm not sitting in 95-degree weather selling cards. Like, it's not happening. Have you thought about leasing scanner time? Like someone drops off 1K cards in a flash drive and you scan them all to the flash drive. Do you think there would be demand for... Probably not. For a couple of reasons. One, and when I talked to Pokey and E, he said this, and at first I didn't really agree with him, but now I do. Anytime I'm not using my stuff for my own stuff, I would have to charge such a high rate to use my stuff that it wouldn't even be worth it to the other person, and then I would be feeling guilty that I'd be charging them a lot to use it. And I would be the one using it. They're gonna want to, like, you know, obviously they're gonna have their stuff as top priority. I'm gonna have my stuff as top priority. So like, there's gonna be too many things that get in the way of that. So it's a good thought, but in practice, no. Yeah, so like the one that's like 30 minutes away from me, it's like 80% to 90% outdoor. But then like every row, they have like 1 to 2 units that are indoor AC'd. And that would be the dream. My plan is like August-ish, put in a, you know, there's a wait list for it. So get on the wait list for it. And then if we can make it happen, that would be sick. That would be sick. Guys, my eBay has been popping off. I don't mean that as a brag, but I'm like legitimately like going a little crazy here. In that video I did the other day, I had like $100 in orders just of like Pikachu from Lost Origin. I had like 3 orders today, and now all of a sudden I have like 19. It's insane. Josh, I'm not gonna stand in the heat. I'm not doing it. I can't do it. Of all the things I'm willing to do for my dream, standing outside in the heat on my days off, sweating is not one of them. Listen, Josh, you're not supposed to say things like that. Because that makes me sound like I'm being a wuss. And even though you're right, I mean, you're right, guys, but it's like not that much time. It's only like a couple hours, so it's like, and everything's sleeved and hard cased, so it's like there's not a lot of room for it to warp. But it is a valid. I'll have to think about it. I'll have to think about it. I'm sure there's a weekend that I could pick to at least try it out. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Yeah, screw being outside. Oh, we got it. Boom. I was worried that we weren't going to hit 4. $1K over 3 days. I don't know about that. I'd like to, but I don't know if I have the capability of doing that with what I have in person, at least. I could be selling myself short, though. Who knows? Is buying MTG bulk from people and having it shipped worth it? Having bulk shipped, period, is weird. Because a lot of it's like the cost to have it shipped is going to eat so much into a lot of the potential profit you have. Obviously, if not knowing if it's pre-sifted is an issue. That's half the reason why I haven't like started to advertise like buying bulk for me on a website or something, is because I'm gonna want it shipped a very particular way. I'm not gonna pay till I get it. I'm only gonna pay for like near mint light play stuff. You're gonna have to pay to ship your own stuff back. You know. Trying the cooler time, not a bad idea. That's actually not a bad idea. I was planning on doing the whole LLC thing in August, and usually by like September, well, not August, but like September, October, it starts to cool down. So a little bit. So maybe just check into it now with the goal of trying to get into there for yeah, that's a good plan. Oh, well, if they're doing the free shipping thing, yeah, absolutely. But if you're having to pay $30 to have it shipped in a large flat rate, especially not knowing what you're getting, it's gonna be rough. Definitely some risk there, but I mean, do it once, and if you find out it's good stuff, then you know, keep it coming, but maybe not blow your load on the first go around. What time is it? 8:53. I got about 5 pounds of Bulldog a week. Decent stuff too. Unsifted commons, uncommons, regulars, and maybe 50% hollows. That's pretty good. Yeah, there's a lot of variants. So like this, clerics. There's like 40 different decks. There's like clerics, there's Legion, Bookworm, Stoked, Goblins, this, that, the other. Of those decks, there's like 3 or 4 variations, and then like in those variations, there's like 75% overlap. So like the rares and mythics, sometimes there'll be some differences and whatnot. But ultimately, right now, the EV of a box on average is $150, $145 to $150. The swing is $35, so your worst box before fees is going to be about $115. Your best box before fees is going to be like $180. I got them for $81. You can get them still on Stomping Grounds for $83 a piece. I'm on direct, so my fees are a little high, but if you have them, like, you can literally get 2 cases worth. What's 80 times 12? You can get 2 cases of this for $960. It's free shipping over $5 there, or $500, and it's Nevada, and I don't know what rules there are, but they don't get charged sales tax, so it's just a flat whatever. So, and like I check it every couple days to make sure prices don't tank, and it's still like hovering right around that mark. Black, green, red. Stay. It's called Stomping Grounds. There's other ones too. There's Forge and Fire. There's random ones. Stomping Grounds is the one I use the most, but you know, product is so weird now that they have decent deals, but sometimes they're not the best deals. But like when it comes to openings, there's not a lot of stuff that's really worth opening right now. Jumpstart is just one of a very few. I think they also have like Modern Horizons 3 boxes for like $255. Those have a little more variance to them, but you know, on average, it's like $350 worth of value. So, I mean, there's ways to kill it. All right, we're gonna see if we get, so we got all the boxes opened and all the colored decks sorted. We're gonna see if we can get through the green decks alphabetized before we have to go do our podcast tonight. That's the goal. So many wrappers from unboxings, yes, but it's the thing that separates the people that, you know, sometimes you gotta do what's necessary. For me, this is necessary right now. You know, I want to buy Pokemon collections when they come up, but I don't want to just have idle money sitting around. So, you know, while I'm waiting to find collections, we're just going to keep recycling the same $1,500 over again until it grows and grows and grows, and bleed this jumpstart thing dry until we can't bleed it anymore. So just to clarify, even the decks with the same label on them have multiple different potential pulls. Yeah. I'll show you too once I get it. So it's like Landfall, for example. Like most of the commons and uncommons are the same. There's one that's got like a $30 card, a rare in it, and then there's one that's got like an $8 mythic in it. And then there's a couple of uncommons that might be different, but the majority of the deck is the same. But it's like they want to have, the idea is that you take two of these things together, shuffle them up and play for people to learn how to play. So they want a lot of different SKUs, so that way there's a lot of different decks that you can make when you're just shuffling up and learning. That's like the whole point of Jumpstart. You can order any number of boxes you want. It's just you want to do as many. If you're gonna give it a shot, which I don't think you'll do. I think you'll do fine with them. You want to just get over $500 so you get free shipping. When you're doing any kind of mass opening, though, the more boxes you get, the lower and lower percentage chance. So like when these boxes have an EV of $150 and there's that $30 swing, the more and more you buy, the closer and closer on average you're going to get to that median, that estimated value. If you buy just one case, there's a possibility that you'll get a little hosed. But like if you buy 2 or 3 cases, odds are, and especially if you're not on direct, you'll do fine. I mean, you know. But I've had a few people who have just bought one case and they made a killing. So I would, you know, if you want to do something a little different and take a little shot, I'd love to hear how it, oh yeah, I would love to hear how it goes. Yeah, it's a learner set big time. Like you literally just go like open Explorers, and then off the coast, boop, shuffle up, play. Like that's it. Decent amount of reprints and stuff. How do you handle taxes at the end of the year when selling on EBT bidder? Do you guess costs for bulk? Last year I haven't done my taxes yet. I was doing a bad job keeping track of anything, but basically every time I buy bulk, I make sure it's on. I've been trying to make sure I do it on PayPal or some kind of thing where the lot is tracked, so I know how much I paid. And then like I'm going back and making a spreadsheet. So I'm kind of trying to go back and do kind of like what Phantom does, where I track it daily. But yeah, I don't do like individual card sales. It's just, you know, money green at the end of the week. Sweet. Money red at the end of the week. Boo. Lots of encounter. Fun guys. Explorers. Elves, beasts, elves. So definitely got a lot less of the landfall decks than we did last time. I think we opened a total of 11 Scythe Cat clubs, which again is like the most expensive card in the set at about 30 bucks. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 decks in total. So hopefully that nets us like at least 8. If we can get like 7 to 8, 7 to 9 for opening 2 less boxes, that would be acceptable. So let's find out. I need to go get another trash bag, I think. And by I think, I mean I definitely need to get another trash bag. I'm back. You know what? We should be able to fit a little more in here. I'm being lazy. We can definitely get some more in there. Number 1. Boo. Yay! 2 out of 3. Three out of 4. I like it. Let's keep this streak going. Can we do 4 out of 5? Boo. Oh, why can't TCG Player inaugurate shipping? Because then we would stop whining about it. I think they like to hear us bitch and moan about it. 4 out of 6. I know, I can't wait, man. It's probably like nowhere on the horizon either, which is lame. We're probably due for a Lotus Cobra. Boom. Boom, there it is. I mean, Lotus Cobra is like an $8 card, so we're not going to complain about Lotus Cobra. We're not going to complain about good old Lotus Cobra. Boom. Number 5. All right, we got 4 more decks. Hopefully we get at least 2, possibly 3, not 1 in that one. This person that I sold a Mox Diamond to last week is actively trying to do the old switcheroo on me and send it back. No, thank you. Yeah. Nope. Didn't eBay buy it? I thought so, but boom. I think that's 6. Of these last 2 packs, we're probably only going to get 1. So if we can manage to get 7 out of 11, I will. That's good odds there. I like 8. I would like 8. Boom. MRSTCET Forest. All right, last landfall. Can we get the 8th cat? No, another Lotus Cobra. Not bad though, not bad. People have been doing that shit since eBay started. Yep. Let's see. We'll do elves next. Well, let's see. Let's do the recap here. 1 Scythe Cat, 2 Scythe Cat, 3 Scythe Cat, 4. I think we got 7. 5, 6, 7. So yeah, we got 7 cats. That's $210 right there. Pretty solid. That's the elf right there. That thing is like $9, $9, $10, and it's going to be in every one of these elf decks. So there's like 10 elf decks here. So yes, please. Don't get me wrong, I love supporting Pirate Ship. Damn, brother, that's probably the most true. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but you're absolutely correct. I was like trying to resist using Pirate Ship hard. I was like, I don't want to do any of the work. I'm gonna take this shit to, the post office and make them do it. But no. That ended fast. More D's and the E's. I had a friend sell on TCG Player, and the person they sold to let a card sit in a PO box, and it got damaged because of it mailed. Damn, that's shitty. There's a special place in you know where for people like that, dude. Not cool. Not cool at all. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Interesting. What do you do when people say PW has never delivered? I feel it out. Because sometimes they don't. I mean, it's possible. If it's like $17, $18 and they say that, it's like, okay, writing's on the wall on what you're trying to do here, so I will, whether or not I'm right or not. But if it's like $1 or $2 order, you know, I kind of just give it the sniff test. I've definitely had some where they said they never got it and I just refunded it and just, you know, I never unblocked them and they still ordered from me and everything was fine after that. So you just kind of have to, you know, do the best you can to weed through that stuff. But if you were to just block everyone that said that, I don't think anyone would say that that's unreasonable. Elvish Archdruid, nice. TUV Do you mark your cosmic that have a swirl in them? Yes, I do. If there's 1 swirl, 2 swirls, I think you can have up to 4 swirls. Then I just learned this from T-Tar the other day, but apparently there's swirls that end with a little mutail on it, which have an even bigger premium. It's like a little, like, you know, the end of a mutail is on one of the ends of the swirls. It's. I thought he was lying, but it was there. USPS untracked packages have about 2-3% rate of going missing. It's probably higher than that. But yeah, once it's tracked, it's like the minute it says it was delivered, not my problem. Talk to USPS. Sorry about your luck. Sorry about your luck. Sorry about your luck. DHK. Beasts. Kick-ass beasts. Oh, that's too much. There we go. Nope, still not enough. Get the whole tray in here. There we go. Good, that's good enough. That works. Oops. Hungry Mega Sloth? That's awesome. Hungry Mega Sloth. The Mega Sloth. Modified. Ah, Kodama of the West Tree. Boom. That's like a $15 card. $15 or something. ORSWWCT. Anyone selling Godzilla TGG? I don't know if I knew about Godzilla. Maybe I heard some people talking about it before. Is it good? Is it a good game? Does it play well? I feel like with like any game, like it's got to be, it has to like play good to have any kind of secondary market. Sounds like it'd be pretty sweet. Yo, 8-bit switching over to YouTube. Is it how is it like a really new, how new is Godzilla? C T I'm not sure. I just love Godzilla. You know what's funny is like, don't hate me for this, but I've never seen a Godzilla movie. I've seen plenty of clips. I get it. I think the only one I actually saw was one of the like newish ones, like back in the mid 2000s with Matthew Broderick. I know, kind of lame, but still. Ginger Brute. Universe has been around for a bit, but the Godzilla TGCFL has only been around since 2025. So do you like the really, really, really old, like original stuff? Like I don't even know what that is. That's not claymation. Like what? The old Godzilla movies, the old monster movies. What type of cinematography is that called? like in the King Kong and stuff like that. Fun Guys. Let's go with Explorers. I have a bunch of old VHS tapes. I found the staff stamped gumshoes in a bulk lot a couple weeks ago. Just sold for $84, dude. That's what's up. What is it? Gumshoes? How does Gumshoes have a staff stamp on it? Was it an illustration or was it one of those like build and battle non-hollow things? Not exactly the most popular of Pokies. No hate against him. He's just not Kazura. T G S B A B C P. Stop motion. Yeah. That's this because that's the same thing that South Park did when it was first starting. All the old Christmas movies like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and stuff. Jade Light Ranger. Well, hello, nurse. Hey Bronze, how you doing, buddy? What's going on tonight? What's up, Tiger? Just doing our second round of Foundations Jumpstart openings. Hope you're having a good night, dude. What you been up to? Bronze God, did you partake in any freedom on Sunday? Oh, no, I did not. I saw that Sean Strickland got arrested, though. I forgot it was even on. Didn't you have to pay for it? Or was it free? I did 20 in the last one. I got 18 in this one. 18 with shipping is just under the $1,500 max for paying for. So we went with it. And I might turn into a psycho and start running it side by side with Klarna and get really crazy with doing these. I really want to get into the habit of doing an unboxing every week. That makes sense. Upside down card. An extra forest. Kills our EV. So sad. They're on Paramount Plus, huh? Interesting. Is wait. Paramount is what The Office is on, right? Because if The Office is on Paramount and then I can get UFC fights, then that might be a winning combination. And I did have Paramount a long time ago, a couple years ago, and it was only like $5 a month. We could be onto something here. Did the Dunsparce go down yet? No. I actually just found like 14 Dunsparces in some bulk and some Hildas, and they all sold overnight for like $100. Ride that train till there ain't no riding it no more, my friend. Fun guys, we got some Shrufus Sprout Spires in the house here. S B F M O. B S S U B F. FNO SSS T. Paramount also now owns HBO and DC Universe. I did not know that. So then how much, I mean, HBO Max is like, or HBO Go is like 15, 20 bucks. Like how did the numbers on that work? Is it all included? I've watched those Marvel movies so many times over, man. I don't know. It's gonna be one of those things that I don't think is ever gonna get old for me. Just reliving all those memories, and when they re-released Endgame in theaters, you better believe I went and saw that. Being there opening night for Endgame in theaters was so hype. Oh, it's a new purchase. Got it. Still, that's pretty cool. Gauta. Yo, Bronze. Happy Wednesday, mate. Yo, what's up? Al? I didn't want to take a chance butchering your name if it was longer and pronounced a different way than I was about to. So we're just going to go with Al. What's up, man? Hope you're having a good night. I already have a bad enough time talking and typing. We don't need to do anything silly on purpose. C D B R. Oh, Al got it. Okay. Al Rashid. That's clever, man. That's clever. It all makes sense now. I don't remember what the rare is in the encounter decks, but I don't think it's good. I hope I'm wrong. I just don't remember precisely what it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Garbo. Rishkar. Zhang. ST. Once we start getting too many cards on this desk, the microphone tends to be a little rough. O. M A D D G I J J T. Been loving your videos, thank you. It's been making me really want to give it a shot, but even a used Espeon 400, Epson 400 Dispensive Experiment. But man, you make me want to try selling in bulk. Honestly, man, it's probably not the answer you want to hear. If you really want to try, I would say the first 3 to 6 months you need to do everything by hand. Because even if you have all the technology and stuff, you're still going to be doing stuff by hand alongside it. And if after 3 or 6 months you really don't like it, you don't want to have wasted a bunch of money on a scanner that you've used for a few months. So I would just kind of learn the process, get in love with the process. You know, not worry too much about the technology stuff until you've been bootstrapping it for a little while. Make sure you kind of like how everything is. Oh, you already sell cards. Oh, well then, yeah, you should be selling bulk. Still, you don't necessarily have to get everything right away, but so then what do you sell? Are you like a vendor or deal with really high-end stuff? Sitting here trying to explain things and you're like, bro, I sell bundles of EX and Vs. I buy for cheap and sell a bundle for more. Nice. Have you been having a hard time finding them? Or are they still pretty reasonable to find? A lot of people around me are starting to offer 60, 65 cents per. I think that's the extreme. I think the average is 40 to 50 cents, but still, it's way more than usual. Yo, what's up, Card Slingers? Sell, 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 whoop, whoop. Fuck the world. Never has there been a more accurate statement. What's up, Card Slingers? Hope you're having a good night, dude. What is your average price, if you don't mind me asking? Do you have videos on using the mass price tool for TC Player? No, but I do have it on the old whiteboard, so I will have it coming up probably in the next week or so. 1 week a month, I have to work like 9 days in a row, and it fucking sucks. So this week is a little rough. Like Monday, I don't have another day off until Monday. So until then, it's going to be kind of... I've been trying to focus on doing like a bunch of videos in a day. At least the talking head ones. And then doing the like sales updates and stuff on the day of the week that it lands on. There's just like not enough time for anything, man. It's just, it's silly. Would you rather work 3 days in the heat or 9 days in a row? I'd rather not have to choose. But when you put it that way, probably 3 days in the heat. I gotta get binders. It'll be a work in progress. We'll get there, though. You're right, though. I should not be a pussy and just eat it. Also, they have good fans nowadays, right? I can probably get a decent fan for like 20 or 30 bucks. Well, I was averaging around 35 cents for EXs and Vs and selling them in bundles and getting $1.30 a card, but I've been having to raise how much I spend per card. Yeah. You don't want a decent fan, you want a God tier fan, true. I could get one of those like ones where you wear around your neck that like 70-year-olds wear at theme parks. I could do that. That is an option. I record in the morning when no one is awake and then edit after work. How do you do it, Bronze? Well, I haven't been exactly in the best... it's not been till recently till I've had some kind of schedule, but typically I try to do a video before I go live or before I start doing things at night. But I get easily sidetracked or like honed in on something I'm doing. So next thing I know, I would have sorted for like 4 hours, and the next thing I know it's like 10:30 at night, and then sometimes I don't get a video recorded. But like I can't do that anymore. So I'm trying to make sure, you know, first thing I do when I get home from work is do the video and then everything else. Just import chunks of glacier into your home. Didn't they do that in Breath of the Wild? You had to like carry an ice cube across a desert, and it was miserable. I don't know if I want to do that. Hey, Rons, what is your strat for cards on eBay that are in the weird value zone between $20 and $30? That would be out of ESE. $19.99 to $24.99 cards that are in that price range. I mark those for $19.99. So if it's a $24 card, I'll mark it for $19 because you'll still end up paying less in fees versus selling it for $24, having to pay for the bubble mailer and the fees on top of it. 25 and up, or maybe even 26 and up. I definitely know $24.99 is like is the hard stop. Could possibly be 25, 26. But yeah, it's a dead zone, so you definitely end up spending more. And you don't want to do that. That's a bad idea. I mean, it's not a bad idea, you just lose money. And that's what this business is all about, right? Losing copious amounts of money. Uh-oh. Random use. PQ. O. M. L. K. J. H, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. Would it be more worth putting that zone of card on TCG players since you can still ship by PWE and just have a weird price hole on eBay? You can. Like I would venture to do that because like my limit on TCG player for a bubble mailer is like $40. If it's like not 40 or 45, I don't even mess with a bubble mailer. I get a little crazy. But yeah, it doesn't matter what platform. Every platform is going to have that kind of zone. So like for me, if it's $40, then cards that are priced between like $40 and $49.99, or like, so if my dead zone is $40 to $45, then that means cards that are valued $46 to $50, I might as well just price at $45 because then I pay less in fees, something like that. I think I said that right. I may have said it wrong. Who knows? Who knows? Lands. Uh-oh. I'm holding off on the TCG scanner for about a month or so after to see how the reviews are. Yeah, me too, dude. I had them in my cart and then I ended up pulling back. I think that's a good decision. Hopefully it's still good. Like, I want it to be good. You don't always have to be the first, you know? All right, what time is it? I gotta go record this podcast here at 10 o'clock. It's 9:30. Okay. All right, guys, it was fun hanging out tonight. I got to do a buddy's podcast, a little Magic the Gathering thing for fun here in about 20 minutes. So actually, I'm probably gonna try to knock out this video real quick before we do that. So thanks for hanging out. It was a nice return stream after having my body attack myself. So I appreciate you guys chilling. We will be... It was bound to happen at some point. I'm gonna go pick up this giant stack of cards I just spilled it over the place and then go record this video. So, you know, as happens.